Thoughts. I'm just kind of going live. Yeah, I'm still alive. I'm still here. Just want to keep you guys updated. I know I normally stream on Sundays, and I am still working on my lovely, lovely setup. So hopefully, I'm on the right. Yeah, I think I'm on the right channel. But anyways, I'm just trying to figure out how the chat thing works here. Toot, 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 toot. There we go. Okay. Oh, anyways, how's everyone going? Hope everyone's having a good day, good week. Yeah, I'm still trying to get my lovely, lovely new laptop all set up and configured. That is why I'm currently live streaming from bed on my phone rather than my laptop. Just a lot of getting the programs reconfigured and all the fun jazz. I was hoping I wasn't planning on going live this morning. I was actually what I was trying to do last night was I was trying to put together a video that I'm working on. I had it all created. I just had to finish it up, and unfortunately, I guess the file save was corrupted. So I was really hoping to release that video and having it premiered this morning, but unfortunately, that didn't work out. So I'm like, I guess this is the next best thing. Um, so there's that. Good morning, George. How's it going? Uh, Sorry I missed you during the McDoca Fest. Unfortunately, I was not able to go. I was really hoping to go, but unfortunately, things happened, and I had to deal with that rather than going to the fish event. But hopefully, I will see you at Aquashella. Probably be going both Saturday and Sunday there. So yeah, we'll definitely probably have to head up and meet up there. Um, that way we could say hi. But this weekend has definitely been a busy one. So unfortunately, I still have a lot of work on my laptop to do, a lot of configuration. I need to still kind of because during the laptop move, I also lost a lot of the files I used for it, so I have to figure that all out. Um, so I basically have to reset up everything. Yeah, yeah, I'll be there at Akroshella as long as everything goes to plan. I already got my tickets, so might as well might as well definitely do that. Fortunately, this weekend has been definitely been busy. I still have a lot of work to do. I have a lot of work to do on make sure you get your content creator badge. Yeah, I'll have to do that. Look into that and get that done. Um, but yeah, I still have a lot of work to do. I still need to clean up my aquariums right now, which if I wanted to, I could actually, considering I'm on my phone. I'm mobile. I am definitely mobile. I could actually come around. Let's see here. Yeah, unfortunately, I still need to do some cleaning in my aquarium. Not that you could see it, but if the light was on, you'd see a lot of algae. Which, in fact, let me turn on the light to my aquarium if I can. All right. Hopefully that didn't happen. So, all right, let me go ahead and turn on the lovely, lovely aquarium light, which didn't happen. Let me see here. All right, there we go. There we go. There we go. Now I got some light. This is just something I still need to fix up from being on vacation. Is if you can look at the glass, I do have a lot of algae. So this is one thing I need to do. Let's see. Oh, I'm up at can't stop the hair algae in my main tank. Keeps on taking over. Yeah, I've had problems. Looks like on that one I do have some of that air algae right here, but surprisingly it's not too bad in this tank. But like I said, I do need to clean this tank and get it ready for doing other videos, which I do have. I do have a few videos in hand. One I was trying, like I was saying earlier, I was working on it last night. I almost had it ready. I was doing final touches, and unfortunately, I can't reopen the video for some odd reason. So I have to go back and do a lot of. I have to do a lot of reconfiguring on it. I have to re-edit, which is a pain in the butt. But yeah, yeah, I'm up at algae. Algae can be a pain in the butt, especially when it takes over. It's just it's hard to get a handle on sometimes. But yeah, it's just a matter of just making sure everything gets balanced out. Hopefully that works. I'm sitting it on my bed, so hopefully it doesn't fall over. What? Alrighty. But anyways, I do have a lot of. I still have some videos I still need to put together. Like I said, I had that one I was working on last night. I do have a lovely package just kind of sitting right there underneath that level. That's another video I still need to create. So definitely, I do have things in motion that I need to put together, and I really need to get back to this lovely weekly stream thing. I think I'm just gonna stick to Sunday mornings like I was. Keep manually removing as much as I can. I tried hydrogen peroxide, and hair algae laughed at it. Yeah. Did you try? Did you when you did the hydrogen peroxide? Did you put into a syringe and actually inject it on site of the algae, or did you just put it in the tank? Just out of curiosity, because I think a lot of people say it's better to inject it at the site of the algae. I'm not sure which way you do, or which is actually the proper procedure. Please let me know. Maybe you should try some hydrogen peroxide and vodka. Not drinking, of course. Let's see here. Oh yeah, I do have another phone. I can actually look into stuff. I used a syringe and tried spot treating. Did you try just a total blackout? I'd probably just do a total blackout for a while. But then again, you probably have to worry about your lights as well. That's the one thing you have to consider as well. If you're having algae problems, you might have plants in there too, which I would probably consider a total blackout for a little bit. Just definitely limit your light. See if that does it. Yeah, yeah. Maybe try some vodka in there too. Maybe definitely not too much to get your fish drunk or anything, but just to kill the algae. Uh, Using it as like a carbon source. Although, yeah, but yeah, a lot of times when I dealt with a hair algae, I would just kind of just remove it by hand and just keep it in check by that way. Um, just because it could just be a pain in the butt just trying to eliminate it completely. And let me see here. I've heard of it. Although looking online right now, I just kind of looked it up. It looks like they do it more in the reef tank kind of setups. But definitely kind of look into it, research it, do your own research. Just don't take what I'm saying for just don't take it for a for what's the word? Uh, don't take it as gospel. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah, let's see. Algae die-off. Well, vodka dosing can reduce nitrate and phosphate. It can also cause algae to die off. But I think that's more terms of reef tanks. I'm seeing more things. But then also looking at some of these people, what they're saying is also keep in mind that it could also kill your beneficial bacteria, crashing your cycle and harming your fish. So yeah, you might want to keep kind of do some more research on it. And Nubius and Pogostem and octopus. The octopus gets covered in hair algae. Yeah, I would probably just trim down that. Hmm. You could probably trim down the octopus and let it regrow. And hopefully, when it regrows, it gets rid of the algae issue. Another one problem I had with Anubias, Anubias tends to be a slow grower, which just kind of just it's just a magnet for algae growth in my experience. But yeah, like George says, shorten the light period, which is something I probably need to do with my light period. I probably need to shorten it to get rid of the algae issue. uh, yeah, I would probably also look into your not just nitrates, but look into your other minerals that are in the tank and see if there's anything in there that algae just loves. I think with silica. What else did you have to check for? Yeah, there's a few other ones you probably need to check for just to see how balanced your tank is. Probably getting too much nutrients, maybe. But yeah, definitely shorten your light period. I'd probably just turn off the lights for a couple of days, and then when you turn them back on, just kind of ramp it up. Hmm. Um, Mexicali, are you using an active substrate? That's a question to make sure you're getting in. If you're using active substrate, you might have too much nutrients in it. But surprisingly, I have a dirted tank on my bottom one, and I've never had algae issues with that one, and I really have minimal plants in there as well. I don't even know why I dirted it in the first place. Whereas my top one, that one tends to grow the algae, but I think the top one gets much more light because I think you have windows getting it more light. Although I do know on my top one, I do like keeping one of the sides just filled with algae just for biofilm. But algae on the glass does not really bother me, except for when I went to look in. But what Muppet's dealing with the hair algae, that kind of gets out of hand. Gets out of hand quick too. Yeah, cutting back. Yeah, like Mexicali says, cut back. I would probably like I said, just turn off the lights completely for a couple days. Turn off the lights for a couple days, and then kind of just ramp up the time on the lights. That way, you're not completely killing your plants and kind of restricting the light for the algae. Or just keep the lights off for a few days. You're probably going to get enough ambient light for the pogostemon. Definitely light and or or you can try more plants to get rid of the algae. Maybe try growing pothos. Maybe try growing pothos out of the top of your aquarium. That way, that'll also help remove the nutrients out of the water. But I'd probably take care, I'd probably take care of the water change first, though, and then just try to prevent future outbreaks. Is trying to grow like a pothos out of the top or whatever else you can find to grow out of the top. Which, speaking of which, that's one thing I need to do. I need to fix the plants I have that are growing out of the top of mine. Yeah. My problem up it is I had planned to do a water change on Thursday after work. Right now it's Sunday and I still haven't done it. Primarily because this is actually my long weekend and I just been busy. I've been busy all weekend. Uh, Friday we went out and we were looking at furniture because we're redoing our living room right now. So the hard part is when you plan one, is actually making sure you're actually going to do it. I just been running around all weekend. Friday we looked at furniture, bought a new couch and chair. Yesterday I was what was I doing yesterday? I was getting a TV stand because we're moving where the TV stands. But mm, yeah, yeah, definitely, George. More plants, more more plants to take nutrients out of the column, and but on the other side is you also need to keep in mind is more plants also means more and more area that the algae can grow off of. But but yeah, I always find that the Pogosem octopus was always a pain in the butt when it got algae. It's just a pain in the butt to get. You have a lot of little leaves here and there. It kind of just grabs onto the algae. I typically find it better just to trim it down with the algae. Mm, yeah. You have pothos growing up the top, takes up half your wall. Man, I wish I could get pothos to go like that. Um, hey, good morning, Jody. How's it going? My problem is what I have with my issue with pothos. It typically does not grow that well for me, and I cannot figure why. But let me see here. Let me see here. Yeah, let me see here. I don't know if you can see it, but I have that pothos right there. As you can see, that's pretty much how it stays, just like that. Unfortunately, like I said, I do need to do some cleanup. I need to trim that. I probably need to replace that piece of lily with something else. Same thing with this piece of lily up here, but this one right here, I forget what plant this is, but this one's doing well. My my mangroves is doing well up here. I definitely need to fix this area up here, but I do see the peace lily has new growth. I just need to trim it. I definitely need to trim it. Once again, one of those things that I've been busy with other things, and I just need to get time to actually do it. Uh, Probably in about an hour, I'm taking my boys out to a water park. So, one last water park journey before school starts for them. Let me set this back up. Sorry, I'm kind of on my phone today, primarily because I still need to set up my OBS studio on my laptop, get that all situated. Oh, dang. Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever going to be impressed with my pothos. For some reason, I cannot grow it well. It's grow. I mean, it's surviving, but it's just not really. It doesn't really grow for me. I don't know why, but maybe it's the pothos cuttings I'm choosing. I have no clue on that, unfortunately. Yeah, I don't need no stinking filter. I was playing around with my little setting there. I never really. I don't stream on my phone too much. I was just seeing what was here. Okay, there we go. That's good. But yeah, but yeah, there's still a lot of things I still need to do. I still need to check out videos from the Bindaka Fest that I unfortunately missed. But yeah, that was unfortunate. But I had to miss that. But I do have some videos. I have a couple videos still that I'm going to be putting together actually from my trip from the Philippines. One is a trip to aquarium over there. The other one is to a animal related but not fish related thing. And I think I might just do an overview for my trip as well. So I do have three videos about my Philippines trip. I do have a also in the works. I do have an unboxing review slash thing to do. Um, but my next video is going to be about the aquarium visit I did in the Philippines. But I will have that up hopefully this week, if not next week. But what's your trick Muppet with your apothos? Do you just stick it in your tank and it just grows, or do you do anything with your apothos once it's planted? Out of curiosity, because I cannot seem for the life of me to ever get success with pothos growing out of my aquarium. Um, no matter what aquarium I ever had or tried it in, I just never had success with it. Um, I don't know why. I mean, it's not like a lack of light, because I have plenty of light in that room. As you see with the algae growth on the glass, that's primarily for the most part from the light in the house. Although when I went to the Philippines, I think we had a power outage or something happened where the light just stayed on for longer periods of time for some reason or another, and I think that kind of made the algae grow more. Just out of curiosity, because I really need assistance when actually growing that pothos out of my tank, and I also need to probably find some other plants to grow out of it. Um, I'm probably trying to rethink that snake plant that's growing in there. I think that might get too big. I think probably going to replace those peace lilies. Uh, I mean, they're doing good. They were growing. I just don't think they're growing as well as I expected. Although I think the one problem is they tend to just gravitate to that light, which is kind of at an awkward height from my aquarium, which kind of grows towards that light as opposed to just growing up, which is obvious. That's what plants love to do. They love to grow towards the light. But yeah, let's see. Pretty much stuck in the tank, and it grew. I did add lights on the ceiling for it, and other plant lights clipped on the rim. The tank facing the pothos leaf. Maybe I'll have to try something like that and see if maybe I'll have to try that. Maybe add some higher lights. I do have a plan for my bottom tank in regards to that. Um, it's just a matter of just getting money to set it up. but but my plan is to get another light to hang in the center of the tank for the fish tank, and then raise the two lights I have there currently up, so the plants will grow towards those lights rather than the aquarium light. That's my plan there, but it's just a matter of just finding the light for it as well as the money for it. So if anyone's listening that wants to have me do a review on one of those kind of lights, please let me know. But no, but um, yeah, I need to figure out stuff. Uh, what I really wanted to do with that tank was to actually hang a light higher, but unfortunately, just with aesthetics in terms of that, really wouldn't work good for me on my top tank. I could do that kind of stuff on the bottom tank, not a problem. But the aesthetics, my wife really doesn't want anything hanging off the walls or from the ceilings there, so I'm kind of stuck with the way that the light is on there. But what I probably could do is uh, I might be able to finagle something, but it's a matter of just trying to finagle that. I might just have to maybe lower the lights down, get them off that riser, and lower the lights back down. Even though I do like the raised lights a little bit better, but I might have to sacrifice that for the good of the houseplants that are growing out of that aquarium, and as well as on the bottom. I just need to raise the lights on that one. Maybe get one just specifically for the bottom tank. And I do have specific I do have specific kind of lights in mind for that kind of process, but yeah. But the problem is also I have to test it out, see if that's feasible. So a lot of things that run in my brain, a lot of mind that's dealing with that. Because you could think about all these plans, you could think about them, but when you actually put it in practice, that might actually work out differently. But yeah, but yeah, having grow lights higher probably does work better because then you just have the plants kind of gravitating to that rather than the aquarium light. Yeah, yeah, they do say pothos is a low light plant, but I have a feeling when they say that it's just saying that yes, they'll survive in low light, not necessarily thrive in low light. I think that is the one thing that people are leaving out. They'll yeah they'll do fine. They'll do okay in low light, but they're not going to really thrive. And what I would really want to see, I want to see it thrive and grow, which is probably where my problem is. And I think that's the mistake I made. Just like a lot of people thinking, okay, it's a low light plant. Yeah, they'll do fine in low light, but doesn't necessarily mean they'll grow. That's probably what I'm looking at. Maybe I will try. Maybe I will have to try one of those grow lights and see how that goes, and see if that maybe that'll make a better success. Or maybe I could just raise the lights I have on the bottom and just make it brighter. Maybe. Huh. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Muppet says my hypothesis reaches up towards the light on the ceiling. Actually, wrapped around the light a few times. Dang. That's what I'd really want. Although I don't know how much my wife would like seeing pothos growing on the wall, but I'd at least kind of like to see it kind of just kind of growing around, just kind of thriving. I could always prune that kind of stuff, and I could always trim it. That would make it much easier. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the one problem I think a lot of people get into. They see, oh yeah, these are low light plants, but yeah, that just means it'll stay alive in low light. Doesn't mean that it'll actually be that as successful as you think it would. I think that's the problem I'm looking at there. But I will have to try something out like that and see what I can do on that. Unfortunately, I don't have the money to actually do that right now. uh, Considering I'm in the process of doing other things with that money right now. Primarily, we're kind of rearranging our living room right now, and we had to basically basically doing that. We also have to spend some money to actually configure it the way we want it. But it is what it is. We'll get there. Yeah, and yeah, maybe I'll keep the peacefully and see if I can improve it with that light. Maybe I'll try that because I think that's another thing they say about peacefully. It's a low light as well. But no, actually, my peaceful lady was actually thriving. The problem was is it just kind of it grows at a weird angle because it goes towards the light on my aquarium. But anyways, it's been about a half an hour. I just kind of wanted to stream today, just to say, yeah, I'm still here, I'm still alive. It doesn't matter, just a lot of things in process right now that is taking up my time. Where and also the fact that I still need to set up my laptop to actually do these live streams, which is why I'm streaming from my phone right now, which is why I'm vertical as opposed to say horizontal. Oh wait, wrong button. As opposed to horizontal. There we go. But yeah, I just want to let you guys know I'm still here. Just I'm still kind of working on my laptop. When I have time, I still have to get time to do that. Kind of want to put out these videos first in the process because I don't want to wait too long where they kind of sit too long and they kind of become outdated. Um, but I will get on the OBS studio and get that up and running. And like I said, I lost a lot of my uh, a lot of setup I had with that studio when I did live. I lost a lot of those like the background music I use, the hold screen I used when I wasn't away, the end screens. I lost a lot of that. Lost a lot of the stuff I use in terms of my video editing. I lost a lot of that as well. I did a lot. I did lose one video I was working on. Well, it was a video I started about like a year and a half ago that I never finished. I was trying to update that, but I lost that unfortunately. Primarily because I thought I had everything backed up, and apparently I didn't. And unless I have it backed up somewhere and I just can't find it, I don't know. But yeah, anyways, I want to thank everyone for actually stopping by and joining and participating. And I will see you later, and I will try to get that video out sometime this week. Uh, yeah, I'll probably have it out this week. Anyways, and if you're watching the replay, and if you're still here, I hope everyone has a great day, night, or whenever you're watching this. Thank you. Now, how do I end this? How do I end this? How do I end this? Sorry, trying to figure out how to end this live stream. Probably hitting this X button right here. Anyways, bye bye. Yes, stop.